Hi everyone! Today, we're diving into the four waves of feminism and how they've shaped gender representation in media over the years. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the first wave, 1830 to early 1900s, which focused on women's fight for equal contract and property rights and gaining political power, including the right to vote. One prominent piece of media from this era is the early 20th century suffrage posters. A suffrage posters is a promotional tool used to advocate for women's right to vote. These posters were used by both suffragists and suffragettes to spread their messages, raise awareness, and garner support for their cause. They often featured slogan, images, and calls to action to inspire and motivate the public to join the fight for women's suffrage. In the BBC News articles, they believed and recognized that both groups played crucial roles in the fight for women's suffrage, but they had different approaches and strategies. Moving on, the second wave of feminism, which spanned the 1960 to 1980, addressed workplace, sexuality, family, and reproductive rights and was influenced by various civil rights movements. A great example of media from this era is the Mary Tyler Moore Show, 1970 to 1977. It depicted Mary Richards, a single, career-oriented woman navigating life and work in the big city. The show tackled issues like workplace equality and reproductive rights, symbolizing the newfound independence and ambition of women during the second wave. It challenged stereotypes and advocated for gender equality in professional environments. The third wave of feminism emerged in 1990 and continued to the early 2000s, emphasized the micropolitics of gender equality, addressing pay disparities, reproductive rights, and violence against women. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is notable example of third wave feminism in media. The show featured Buffy Summers, a teenage girl balancing high school life with her role as a vampire slayer. Buffy's character was strong, independent, and multifaceted, representing the diversity of female experiences. The show dealt with themes like empowerment, sexuality, and identity, which were central to third wave feminism. Bobby fights against evil also symbolize the broader struggle against patriarchal structures. Finally, we have the fourth wave of feminism, which started around 2012 and continues today, focusing on social influence and demanding change for gender equality and women's rights. The Handmaid's Tale, based on Margaret Atwood novels, highlight issues like reproductive rights, bodily autonomy, and state control over women's body. Set in dystopian society, the show reflects fourth wave feminism's focus on intersectionality and digital activism. It has resonated with contemporary movements like #MeToo, sparking discussions about gender oppression and the need for systemic change. Conclusion: the impact of feminism on media. In conclusion, each wave of feminism has progressively shaped how gender is represented in media. The first wave challenged domestic roles. The second wave brought workplace equality to the forefront. The third wave embraced diversity and intersectionality. And the fourth wave utilized digital platforms to fight for gender equality. Each of these media examples not only reflect the core issues of their respective feminism waves, but also plays a role in shaping public perception and dialogue about gender equality. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this exploration of feminism in media representation insightful.